Okay, guys, so in the past, I've gotten interviews for jobs and consideration for scholarships through DEI initiatives because I belong to two groups. Is it this group? No. So the two groups I belong to is, well, the first group is veterans. I'm a veteran. So a lot of DEI programs, they're reaching out to veterans, they're assisting veterans. The second group I belong to, people from Appalachia. So a lot of people don't know this, but people from Appalachia are considered a underrepresented group in a lot of circles. For example, in colleges, universities, a lot of these schools, they'll basically give preference to people when it comes to admission policies to people from Appalachia, right? There's another individual who basically fits into those two categories that you may have heard of, is J.D. Vance. I don't know how true this is, but I heard someone make the statement, and this is another person who graduated from, who went to Yale, make the statement that J.D. Vance may have gotten DEI preference because one, he's a Marine veteran, and two, his family's from the Appalachian region of Ohio. So DEI is not just about race. In fact, it's mostly about other things other than race: gender, sexuality, disability, and other things. Which brings me to my last point, last statement. Something I found out in recent years that I did not know when I was applying to schools and when I've been applying for jobs in the past is I actually belong to a third group, which is assisted by DEI initiatives, and that's neurodivergent people. So this includes people amongst those conditions: ADHD, OCD, dyscalculia, and autism spectrum disorder. So, and I may not have these numbers correct, but I think people with autism spectrum disorder are about 4 to 5 times more likely to be unemployed than neurotypical people. Why is that? Well, a lot of those soft skills that you take for granted when you're interviewing for jobs, making the right eye contact, or the proper eye contact, I should say, coming off as friendly, answering things in a particular way, which is kind of hard to explain if you're neurotypical, what the difference is and how to think. This works against people who are on the autism spectrum disorder. I've seen this myself in job interviews. So when you have that friend or that cousin, that loved one who's unemployed and they're really smart, and you know they're a little strange, but you've known them their whole life and you know that they're really smart and they can do any job if someone just gave them a chance. Well, that's what DEI was there for. So when you're against DEI initiatives and programs, you're indirectly against that cousin, that friend, that loved one.